How many render crypto do you need to become a millionaire in 2025, guys? So, a lot of us are wanting to be like this guy potentially with that money, and let's see how much you realistically will need. So, looking at render at the time of recording, sitting at around about the $4 mark with a relatively low market cap around 2 billion, and it's a coin which has got so much potential in my opinion. It's a coin which I've been filling my position for quite a long time, to be honest. Been back filling up a position around about this point, and I've continued to average in throughout pretty much the entire bear market. And as we come into a little bit of the bull market, and it's a coin which I really like, and I will talk to you about where I think it can kind of go and how much you would need to become a millionaire. So before we jump into it, guys, just need to quickly mention there's a quick disclaimer. Please read this with care. This video is not financial advice. Crypto is volatile and highly risky. No results are guaranteed. This content is for experienced users only, and there's a full legal disclaimer in the description below. So, just need to say that it is very risky to put all your savings just into render. Diversification is key, and that's what I'm talking about all the time on this channel. But for the purpose of this video, as a kind of thought experiment, we want to see hypothetically how many you would need to become a millionaire. So, before we jump into render and what's required to become that millionaire, we need to understand the huge potential for render and where it can go this run. I just listed a couple of the developments and partnerships that we've seen recently, again with Nvidia, Hollywood, and as well as the Manifest Network, etc. But in this video, we're not here to talk about that. So to understand its potential, guys, we have to look at market cap, as this is really, really important. And market cap is the total value of a cryptocurrency found by multiplying its current price by the number of coins in circulation, and it helps you to show the size and importance of a cryptocurrency. But I would just say that it's the total amount of money that a project is worth in the market, ranked at 55, in this case, the 55th biggest coin in the crypto industry. So the calculation, guys, I'm going to use this based off $4, so I'm rounding this up very slightly, but let's jump into it. So render at the moment, guys, currently sitting at $4, so you would need around about 250,000 render at a cost of $1 million. That kind of goes without saying. Next part here, guys, looking at render. If render manages to reach $10, which it pretty much already has this run so far, you would need 100,000 render in order to become a millionaire, and that's going to set you back around about $400,000. So to me, obviously, and a lot of people, this is an obscene amount of money, still $400,000 to invest, and that's still a way off from here. To put that into some perspective, that is 6,666 air fryers. So again, I still don't have an air fryer. Let me know if you have one. I really need to get one, but at the place that I previously worked at, these places sold like crazy. Next one, if render manages to reach $20, you would need 50,000 render at a cost of $200,000, which is same price as 5,714 hockey sticks. Quite expensive to get that many hockey sticks, but I don't know why you would really need that many. Next one, guys, if render can reach $30, you would need 33,333 render at a cost of $133,000, which is, in perspective, the same price as 22,222 pumpkins. So Halloween is coming up. If you want to pay for your whole village or town or whatever it is, that might be how much it's going to cost you to get that many pumpkins. If render manages to reach $40, you would need around about 25,000 render at a cost of $100,000, which again is still a lot of money. That's the same price as buying 14,285 35 packs of plastic water bottles. So if render manages to reach $50, you're going to need more or less 20,000 render, and that's going to set you back £80,000. So the price has been brought down a lot, but again, it's still very, very high, and that is around about the same price as 1,066 desks. So any of you guys out there starting up a wood manufacturing company, you know how much that's going to cost you. So realistically, guys, I'm not going to go through all the numbers, but if render manages to reach $55, it's going to be around about 72k, all the way up to $65. It's going to be around about $62,000 here, guys. So in essence, if you want to become a millionaire from render, you're still going to need a large sum of money, and I personally do not think it will hit the $60 mark this run, and it's not wise, let alone to wait for a $40 mark or even $30 mark without taking profits on the way up. To you ultimately to decide where your price points are, But if you're going to be selling, which you should be this run, it would be very sensible, in my opinion, to cash out in the 20% mark, where we scale out in 20% chunks, purely because it's the safest way to maximize profits and reduce as much risk as possible. Because if you scale out in 5 different chunks, on scale out 1 and 2, you'll make all your initial investment back plus a bit more, depending on what numbers you put. And as you scale up, these numbers are going to go up higher and higher, and then you can leave that last 20% for a moon bag, and it doesn't even matter if you don't sell that, because of the fact that you've made all the money on the way up and more. And so this 20% out for the last one, you could potentially make more than you did in your first 1 to 3 combined if you wanted to play it that way. So hopefully, guys, this has provided you with some value, and thank you very much for watching.